Hey everyone, how are you all? So, if you listen to my podcast episode, I did a breakdown of what this Leo solar eclipse will be about. So, if you haven't, head over to my podcast, Beyond Astro K, where I did like a mini overview. And now I'm going to be talking about it through the signs, starting off with Aries. So Aries, this solar eclipse in Leo is going to be hitting your 5th house. And with this eclipse, it does conjunct Jupiter in Leo. It also trines Saturn retrograde in your sign as well. So what I see with you Aries is this is a time of like self-expression, creative self-expression. This is your children, this is romance. And what Saturn will do will just stabilize it. Even though it's retrograde, it's like you're going to be going back to what you actually enjoyed. Saturn can leave you feeling Saturn in your sign can leave you very serious. It can make you feel very like things are just really hard. It could be hard on you physically, emotionally, and mentally. But with this eclipse highlighting your 5th, it's like, okay, this is all happening. So I can imagine some of you are going to be like doing like the whole Saturn work, starting like new projects or trying to getting us, preparing your body, doing all of the things that you want to do, like your pioneering spirit, but you're going back as well. So if like, and also the 5th house rules sports as well. So you could be going back to a sport, like if you might be working out and it's not really helping you, it could be causing, excuse the noise Aries, I know you want peace and quiet when I'm talking to you but you could be working out and it puts a lot of pressure on your joints because Saturn is very much about joints. So you could be doing something more less strenuous. It could be yoga, it could be eccentrics, it could be Pilates, that type of thing. And that goes also towards like Jupiter expanding it as well. So you could be expanding your awareness because Jupiter rules your 9th. So you could be definitely, I can imagine some of you just like reading up about like things to do with like the autonomy of the body, or if you're going to be expressing yourself in a different way, doing any type of creativity, you could be researching it, reading up on it as well. So it's actually a really exciting time for you, and anything you're going to be doing, Aries, you're going to be taking it seriously. If you're going back to anything, you're going to be taking it seriously. Sometimes when we go back to anything, Aries, it's definitely to do with, something that we started, we left behind, but now we have to go back to it because it was actually important. So this is very much a unique time. When we go to your card, Aries, the card that you have is express your inner truth. This is about expressing yourself, expressing things that you've always wanted to do. Some of you Aries could be very shy. There could be like some shy Aries coming up. So, opportunities can also come during this solar eclipse as well. But when it comes, it's about trying to express it, but it's expressing your truth. This card is also showing like don't be afraid to be different to others, because you are like Leos, you're being highlighted with this solar eclipse. So anything that you want to do it. Don't be afraid. You're being yourself, you're expressing your inner truth, you're pioneering, and also whatever you start as well, it is, people may just copy it as well because they've never seen it before. So it's a very exciting time for you, Aries. Taurus, how are you? So Taurus, this solar eclipse is going to be affecting you and all the fixed signs. This is in your 4th house, and yes, Taurus, this is in your 4th. You've got the 12th house activated, and yes, Taurus, is a lot of you are going to be trying to rest. A lot of you are going to be trying to do the whole mum thing, dad thing, but this is going to be very much about you. This is about your foundations. This is about your family, your security. And with Saturn retrograde in your 12th and Jupiter going to be in also in your 4th as well, there's going to be seeing you doing a lot of like healing and daring yourself to heal your wounds, past traumas. Saturn rules your 8th. I mean, not Saturn, I mean, Pluto rules your 8th. Saturn rules your 9th. So I think you're going to be learning a lot more about family ancestral roots, even like yourself. Things to do when you were younger. You could definitely be going deeper. I can see a lot of you Tauruses just being very much, because Saturn's in your 12th, is like you doing inner work, but doing work behind the scenes, thinking a lot, trying to sleep a lot, trying to just rest, trying to come up with what ifs. There's like a lot of what ifs, or I didn't know that, and there could be some shocks and surprises that come up with this as well. And because this is going to be directly squaring you as well, it's very much deep psychological time too. So you can get insights, you can get deep emotional psychological insights about yourself, your family, your life. This is actually good to write down. This is actually good to seek, because some of you may need to do the whole purging, and the purging definitely could be because we're dealing with sports here. So I'm thinking like some of you may want to do Epsom salt baths, detoxing baths, using essential oils to help keep you grounded, because even though it's in a lot of 12th and 4th house action, you can still be busy on the home front, tending to family, and some of you may want to just keep busy in general. You don't have to think about it, but this solar eclipse will just sort of urge you to just be honest. The card that you have is express your inner. No, that's not that's Aries, sorry. The card that you have is deserving. So you're deserving of yourself. You're deserving of this, like, truths that are going to be seen and spoken. So, when I'm feeling with this card deserving for you Taurus, is that some of you may feel that you're lacking in some shape or form, that you don't deserve to have a good life, you don't deserve to things that like the way things are. You might be thinking, oh, why am I having this? But this card of deserving is showing you that in a way you could be deserving the truth. And it actually feels quite, I'm actually quite stuck, Tauruses, for some reason. But you're deserving of all the things that you need in your life. Saturn being in your 12th during this time, even though it's retrograde, you are going back. You're going back to when you're young, you're going back to the past. And I feel that if you felt like you didn't deserve anything, now it's showing you are deserving of things. Okay? So it can be quite a harsh one, Taurus, but we are all learning here. Gemini, how are you? So Gemini, this solar eclipse in Leo is in your 3rd house. So it's a brand new beginning happening, but this is going to be, this is like manifesting. I'm picking up for a lot of you manifesting, changes within your local environment. Could be your community where you live. Not higher learning, but like quick learning, reading more books, writing, speaking more, blogging. You are going to be doing a lot more. You're going to be able, because you've got Uranus also. It's not directly, but Uranus is in your 1st house, so you are coming up with all these there's like your mind is buzzing, like the bee, buzzing, ideas galore. It's like buzz. So you're going to be, this solar eclipse is going to be saying, instead of just thinking about it, put it to paper. Because, you've got Jupiter. This is conjuncting Jupiter in Leo. So it's going to be expanding your mind, expanding your brain. You definitely could be seeing more of friends, family. Like I said, changes of your local community. Where you want to live. You definitely could be moving. There could be changes within your, relationship with your siblings as well. Your neighbours. Especially if you've had, any type of noise nuisance neighbours. There could be changes happening there. But it's a brilliant time to be doing anything online. It's a brilliant time. Saturn in your 11th house with this is showing that you're going to be sort of going back to, you could be seeing actual friends from your past. They could be from 30 years ago. They could be months ago, but there could be friends coming back. But also you could be doing a lot more themes when it comes to doing groups and associations. Like your goals and dreams will definitely be changing under this as well. So if you were one of those Geminis that was like, yeah, I'm going to be a journalist, I'm going to write, and it's just like you meet up with this other group online, and they just blow your mind, and it's like, actually I want to do this instead, because it's going to be more, it actually benefits you more. It's such a busy time for you, Gemini. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more Geminis online. And it's funny, because the card that you got is editor. So you could be editing your posts. You could be editing more, like your mind could be editing like blocks. So it's like, okay, I want to do this, but I have to move. I want to see my friends. There could be a lot of editing going on. You definitely could be revising and going back over themes in your life. I'm also seeing some of you talking, going back over old conversations with siblings and friends as well. I'm also seeing some of you viewing flats, viewing houses. If you've got a family, you are viewing. But I do see a lot of you moving as well into another environment, which is probably more peaceful. It could be more zany, but it's such a busy time. It's such an exciting time as well. And Jupiter rules your 7th. Jupiter rules your 7th. So it could be you working with someone to do a podcast, or it could be you signing contracts as well. Obviously read the small print too, but it is bringing you luck when it comes to anything you want to do. You will be changing your career under this, Gemini, but it's such a brilliant busy time for you. Cancer, how are you? So Cancer, this full moon, this new moon solar eclipse in Leo is in your 2nd house. This will affect you because you're ruled by the moon. So when it's a full moon, lunar moon, you are affected. Like Leo, you're going to be feeling this, and also Aries as well to a point. Yes, Aries as well. So this is in your 2nd house. So it's going to be activating your finances, self-worth, anything to do the tangible. You are going to be purging an old way of how you're viewing finances into a new way. Let's not forget the South Node for all the signs, but the South Node is also involved. So how you used to spend, save, is going to be changing. And Saturn retrograde is in your 10th house. So a lot of your careers are changing under this. If any of you Cancers are not thinking about solidifying your reputation or your goals for the future, if you haven't been doing it since Saturn's been your sign, you may start doing it now. And it's basically, if you've been working somewhere, Cancers, and you're not getting the tangible results, you're not earning enough, it's okay, from this, I'm now going to start up my own company, or I'm going to work with this company because they provide security for my future, for me and my family. So you'll be looking at it like that. instead of just being loyal, unfortunately, to someone because you like them. You are coming into a time, Cancers, of it's a different time for you now. You know, you got like Pluto in your eighth, and you know, this is about money now. If you weren't earning enough money like 30 years ago, you're like, I need to be doing it differently now, and this solar eclipse will be highlighting it. Jupiter in Leo is going to be expanding a lot of your like revenues as well. So if any of you Cancers are trying to get your business off the ground, whether it's a family business or you're starting it, some of you may start to monetize it, but even monetization is going to be different for you because some of you may be feeling a bit insecure, like, oh, if I put this out there, it's not going to be seen by a lot of people. But regardless, just put it as a pay. Just put it as a pay tier. You know, you're a very talented person, so do it. And a lot of this is for the long term. Saturn retrograde in your 10th is going to be seeing a lot of you go back to what you wanted to pioneer, what you wanted to do. But it could have been like family restraints, probably said, no, it's not going to work. So it's like, now I can do it. So it's actually a very ambitious time. You're going to be more serious than usual. The card that you have is, I can't even see properly, sorry. The card that you have is speeches and speaking. So speeches and speaking. So you could be doing a lot more speeches and speaking, Cancer. It could be to do with you doing lots more public speaking. If some of you are lucky enough to get like a public speaking role, it's very lucrative. It could put a lot of coffers in your box, benefit your family. You could be putting yourself out there, like, you know what, I'm very much experienced in this, so I can talk about this. And then you're going to be like negotiating like your rates. Or, you know, I could see some of you getting like a lawyer, not a lawyer, it could be a lawyer, but it could be you getting like an agent, because they might see your work and it's like, you know, you'll be telling them what you are actually passionate about, and speaking could be one of them. So we might see a lot more serious Cancers. We're going to see a lot more of you out there as well. You know, I'm thinking of like the footballers, a lot of the footballers, a lot of like the footballers that we've seen during the World Cup, a lot of them are Cancers, and a lot of them are earning a lot of money. You know, you guys are seen very differently now, but it's about you putting yourself out there and putting the work out there as well. But it's a very highly ambitious time for you. Leo, the star of the show, the king and queen. So Leo, this solar eclipse in your sign, and this is going to be a very much expansive time for you to be, you know, either some of you quietly is getting yourself out there, or you're going to be seen. This conjuncts Jupiter, and it also conjuncts the South Node in your sign. So not only will you be changing up your appearance, being more bold, beautiful, you know, royal, but it's also going to give you a bit more identity. You know, your physical self is going to be changing, a rebirth. You know, your presence is going to be like magnified higher. This is also if you got like progress or solar return rising in Leo too. This will activate you. But yes, a rebirth, i.e. you're going to be restructuring your whole body, your whole life, your whole system. Some of you could get married, some of you could get divorced, some of you could have children under this, some of you could decide that it feels like certain things that you didn't believe in, you may now start to believe in it. And Saturn retrograde being in your ninth, trining this, like I said, your whole belief system is going to be changing. So some of you didn't like, I don't know, if you didn't like salads, you're going to start eating salads now because you know the benefits for it. It's going to give you more energy and vitality. The same with fruit salad. I don't know why I'm thinking that. But yes, charisma galore, Leo. Magnifying yourself. Daring yourself to do something different. Daring yourself to be that king and queen. Yes, this can come with big ego. What about meisms? You know, look at me just for looking at me's sake. If you are, because you got the retrograde of Jupiter in your, and no, you got the retrograde of Saturn. If you are publishing anything, Leo, if you are especially publishing, because this is a creative time, making sure that even if people don't see you now, Leos, they will. Okay, if you're not being seen now, you will be seen. This is for 6 months, and it depends on the point of this. It depends on which point it's hitting. It will be seen as long as you're staying true to yourself, as long as you are not copying anyone, as long as you're being bold and beautiful. It doesn't matter that everyone doesn't get it. Even if a handful gets it, they will. But even if some people don't get it now, they will. And I say that 'cause I know a lot of Leos who are publishing online, who are being creative online, and they're not seeing they're not seeing the stats. You have to understand that how this is changing now under like these eclipses and the North Node and Aquarius, and that celebrity culture is changing. The whole content creator, all of that is changing. So it might be a case of you, like if some of you Leos want to be signed by an agent, or you want to join like this acting class, but they say, oh, you know, let's look at your social media page, and oh, you got like 5 followers, we won't sign it. Some people be like, no, I'm gonna sign this person. I don't care if they got 1 follower, because remember, the whole thing is changing. The North Node and Aquarius will show that. So yeah, going off on one. But yeah, what I'm trying to show you, Leo, is that it doesn't really matter as long as you're just being honest and true to yourself. So yeah, so don't be surprised, Leo. Like, the discipline is gonna be there. You're gonna be more serious. If you decide to really take care of yourself, you're gonna be more serious. A bit like Aries, you're gonna be going back to a type of fitness. One thing I will say in terms of like taking care, I'm not a doctor or anything, disclaimer, but I feel that under these eclipses, because it's fire, sometimes when we are working out, for instance, we can go harder. But because Saturn's in Aries, it's restriction, and because these eclipses are in your sign, it's about going the opposite way. That's one thing I would say, go the opposite way. Trust me, Leos, I'm Mars in Leo. I've got North Node in Leo as well. And previously I went harder and it didn't benefit me. So I now know that I have to go back. Do you understand? So yeah, just want to say that. But yes, you're stepping into a brand new creative sort of like leadership, new chapter in your life. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of you Leos out there. The card that you got is prosperity, so prosperity galore. And like I said, as long as we're being true to ourselves, Leo, prosperity begins. The fact that this Jupiter is activating this as well, you know, you can go harder, but then you have to really slow down. And yeah, I'm also seeing like prosperity in the hair. I'm also seeing a lot of you Leos. Some of you maybe dyeing your hair like reds and blacks, and you know, just yeah, I can see a lot of that happening. So all what I said was just with this prosperity card, it's there for you. So yeah, again, it's very exciting to see what happens. Hello Virgo, how are you? So Virgo, this solar eclipse in Leo is in your 12th house. And this is a house of solitude. Just ask Taurus what's going on with Saturn being the 12th. But this is very much a time of rest. You could say a spiritual time, but it's more of an isolation time. And even Jupiter with this as well, because Jupiter rules your 7th and it also rules your 10th. This is about, you know, your it's expansion of it. So some of you may be seen, but you know you're not going to be seen as well. But you could be pioneering like a new type of releasing You know, I can see a lot of you like doing like group sessions, group work on talking about the ghosts of the past, because you're Mercury, you know. So you could be like, you know, having like these sort of secret groups. Like it could be to do with like resting, purging, but also taking care of like the physical self. You know, you got Saturn in your 8th house as well, which is about you. It's to do with like debts, loans, you know, money owed as well. That could be playing up, but also it's going to be showing you how to release, how to purge old fears, anything to do with like your finances, any trapped energy in your body as well. Try to rest as much as you can under this, because next year we have Jupiter in your sign. So it's not to say you can't do anything under this, Virgo. It's just showing you that you need to, like, there's work to be done, but it has to be slower. It has to be, it's very psychological, it's very spiritual. So I can see lots of breath work, I can see yoga, I can see, again, because even, you know, Leo's deals with sports. So you could be definitely be doing like certain sports, but it's going to be on a lower vibration. There could be some tension coming up within the mind, Virgos, you know, just generally thinking too much, not trying, you think you're releasing, but then something comes up and it's just like, oh, why has this come back up again? It's because you have to be doing the work. There's going to be themes of the past coming up for you that a lot of you may feel very uncomfortable, but that's when we just need to reach out and try and talk to someone. And if you are, because the card that you've got is sensitivity, so definitely you can be feeling very sensitive. Some of you can be feeling extremely sensitive at this time, like you and Pisces. You could be sensitive to touch, sensitive to like sound, sensitive towards your environment. You know, you may want to move. Some of you Virgos may enjoy this. Like, you know what, I just want to be, I don't want to be around too much people. Really hard if you've got a family, you know. I feel as long as if you've got a family, as long as you're communicating that, you know what, mum or dad just needs some space. I just need to just rest. I need to not talk to anyone for now. They will understand. But if you just like go dead silent, shut down, that's when things will become a problem. So another thing about this Virgo is it's showing me that some of you may be doing things that you used to and it's no longer working. So the purging's going to be real. The purging's going to be very cleansing. Again, a bit like Taurus, a lot of you will be, I feel that a lot of you will be doing like those Epsom salt baths, or, you know, using forms of like meditation, essential oils, because this can also be quite a hard time to ground in a way. So yeah, your sensitivity cards is just showing that you're going to just be sensitive to like all these vibrations that are coming up. It's emotional time, Virgos, but you know, you can do it. Libra, how are you? So Libra, this, I keep thinking North Node, this solar eclipse is in your 11th house. And what a time it is, okay? This is a brilliant time to be surrounding yourself with like groups, associations, people that are, you know, your networks, you know, your long-term goals, long-term dreams, surrounding yourself with positive, high vibration people, you know, because no one wants to be around negativity nowadays. And also Jupiter being there, it's going to be expanding it. As long as you try to get yourself out there, Libra, obviously not just be walking the streets to be meeting up with random people, but just more like, you know, opportunities will come this year. I also see, because you know me, I'm a generational freak. Also, the Pluto Libra generation. A lot of you are going to be seeing, yeah, a lot of you will be, I think a lot of you will be meeting up with people more, and it could be people that you, and also because you got the Saturn retrograde in Aries, this is to do with like relationships, business or personal contracts. So one of the reasons why I say this, because I do see a lot of the Pluto Libra who are going through their South Node return in Aquarius. Look back what happened in 2007 or 8 or 9, because that's when the North Node was in Aquarius, and that's when we actually saw some of this generation. If basically if you're born 1980 to 81, 1981, look back what happened in 2007 or 8, or sorry, 2008 or 9, 8 and 9, because that's when a lot of you may have met up with people, shared goals with groups, or associations, and some of it may or may not have come to fruition. There could have been tension or drama that happened. There could have been things to do with like relationships. So some of you could have been going out with each other and all that type of thing. And it may have ended not great. Some of you may have, still with each other. But this was a time where I feel that a lot of you were surrounded with certain people and it was very karmatic. So this theme could come back. You could re-see these people from 18 years ago just to heal the karma. But also in general for Libra, Jupiter's expanding this too. So, it's going to be galore. One thing I will say, Libra, because opportunities are very open now, try and go with it. Try not to make it slip through your hands. I say this because Jupiter rules your third, so there could be a lot of getting carried away with all this, what's going on, this glitz and glamour, lots of promises, and make sure things are in paper, make sure things are written down. If you're going to be signing any contracts, make sure you read the small print or give it to someone. If you are promised anything, I would say make sure everything is set in stone, because this could also show that there could be a lot of empty promises that could be happening. If you are, if you're one of those Libras that taps into their creativity, and they're being offered like a opportunity to bring it out there into the open, try not to just smile about it and do it, Libra, because this could be expanding your finances too. The card that you have is open your heart to love, and you're a sign that's about love. So open your heart to love, open your heart to opportunities, open your heart to things that will be coming to you. Because things, I do feel it's a great time, Libra, but things could come to you and they could just leave, they could just grasp as well. Because Jupiter rules your third and you got the Saturn trining your seventh. This could definitely be to do with relationships. So I would say this is a great time to communicate what you want, what you feel, listening to your partner as well. If some of you Librans are very shy to say how you feel, this may be the time. And also going back to the past as well, if any of you missed the boat in any shape or form, similar themes could be coming back for you to, solidify. So yes, it's a very, very important time for a lot of you Librans. Hey Scorpio, how are you? So Scorpio, this solar eclipse in Leo is in your 10th house with Jupiter there. And Saturn you got the Saturn in your 6th house. So Scorpio, this is squaring you, but it's also going to be showing you that a lot of you are going to be out there in the open, especially the Pluto Scorpion generation. So Scorpio, are you ready to be taking like your career, making your public reputation? This is about your legacy as well. It's a very dramatic time. So a lot of you Scorpions definitely could be like the new CEOs or bosses of your profession. Your job, your career could definitely change under this as well. It can be a demanding time because it's a square to your 10th. So this is a time, luckily Saturn retrograde in your 6th, because it can help you with like any fitness, exercising to help ground you. Again, like the other signs, try not to go too hard or too fast because you can burn out. Or remember, this is to do with muscles as well. So keeping in touch with your daily habits and daily routines will help under this. You are having a activation of being seen to the world in public. So, being mindful of how you are talking to your employees, being mindful of how, when you are, you're going to be creating a new life career for yourself. This is also to do with marriages, because the reputation. So this is to do with marriages. Some of you could get married. Some of you may decide that you just want to be just in a relationship. This is to do with family as well. Know, Scorpions, that you are being seen to the world, to the public, but also to your close environment as well. I can see some of you Scorpions getting a little bit carried away, because again, even though you're getting a square, it does provide opportunities. Under this, it can push you to be more than. It can also provide lots of financial benefits and opportunities. Be mindful. The 10th house is not an easy house for everyone. It could bring out a shadow side, but it can also bring out a side of going down. And you Scorpions, you guys are you're fixed, but you're very one way. So I would say that just be mindful of how you are presenting yourself to the world, to your partner, to your family, to your employees. Again, try and keep on, if you are trying to be as healthy as you can, sticking to your daily habits and routines will help you. It will also save you. The card that you got is happy news. So if you are waiting to build, if you are waiting for that promotion, this can come. Again, Scorpions, this will come with a lot of hard work. Some of these themes you may not agree with. So this is where the energy of the downhill can come up for a lot of us. So yeah, happy news is coming. But yeah, my mind just keeps going back to you, to Scorpion, the Saturn retrograde in your 6th. Like Aries, a lot of you will be going back to what you sort of left behind, or what you didn't think worked. I can see some of you, if your knees are strong enough, running, walking more. Breath work may be quite hard, but just doing things just to help calm you down. Because yes, it's the 10th house. It does bring opportunities, but it can also bring stress. It can bring strain. It can bring energy of being excited, but it's also to do with stress as well. So just be mindful. But yes, Scorpio, brilliant time for you. Again, lean into your daily habits, and because it will save you. Hey Sagittarius, how are you? So Saggy, this solar eclipse in Leo is in your 9th house. Really nice time for you. In fact, really nice time for a lot of you fire signs. So this is activating your 9th house. You're actually ruled by this 9th house. This is like your domain. So what this will bring, obviously, will be like higher education, long distance travel, your higher learning, philosophy. You're going to be boosted big time, because you're ruled by Jupiter alongside Pisces, which rules your 10th house. Sorry, your 4th house. So you're going to be expanding your horizons during this solar eclipse. And yeah, it's really, it's and Saturn in your 5th house will solidify, will make things come together. You also, alongside everyone else, will go back to some type of creativity, some type of creative expression, or some entrepreneurship that you did before, or during the start of Saturn in Aries, or you were thinking of doing, and will be taking it much more seriously now. And this is also showing this will be for the long haul. You'll be taking your talents more seriously. You also may be learning a lot more. So if it's anything to do, say acting, you may want to go drama school, or you may want to join a group. You may start reading up about directors, theatres, like Stanislavski. He was like a theatre practitioner. He done a lot of theory on acting. You might, that for instance, or you might even start a new language. But it's going to be a bit more fun. There's a fun element, but also very much a serious element. So with this also comes gurus. So you yourself could decide to be a guru, or you could be publishing, bringing out a book, publishing the book. You may not want to do it traditionally. It might be more independently. So you yourself, or you could have a publicist, like a independent publish. This is a time to be teaching. This is a time to learning new languages, learning new courses. It definitely could be on the creative side, but it could also be on the spiritual side, philosophy side. Your belief systems are going to be changing. There's certain things that you may have believed in that will sort of like shatter you in a way, or shock your system, because you've always known or believed this. But this solar eclipse will be like, no, this is actually the real thing. So it can make you be quite delusioned with certain themes. It could also make some of you be quite delusioned with creativity as well. So if you've always believed you had to do this to be seen or be creative, because a lot of this energy is to be seen as well. You may see, actually, why must I do this to be seen? Why can't I just do this so it could, help people? It could teach people. So it is very much an exciting time. And when we talk about your card, the card that you got is Express Your Inner Truth. I think someone else had this as well. So it's very much a creative time, but expressing your inner truth. So being truthful to yourself, being honest with yourself. If you're going back to anything, and also let's talk about fitness as well, because everyone's going to be doing a form of fitness. You could be definitely going back to a form of fitness too. So anything you're going back to, it's about expressing yourself, not only just independently, creatively, spiritually, but also truthfully as well, because there's going to be so much changes that come with this Sagittarius. But it is also an exciting time. And when it says like express your inner truth, is that, like I said about your belief system, there's going to be truth that's going to be told to you. So yeah, it's a very exciting time. I look forward to hearing what happens. Capricorn, how are you? So Capricorn, this solar eclipse in Leo is going to be in your 8th house of shared resources, deep intimacy, like psychological transformations, deep psychological transformations. You got Jupiter here that's conjunct in it. So this could be an expansion of these. You could definitely like join your finances with your partner. It could bring more blessings. There could be themes to do with like investments, debts, loans. You could be paying that off. And with that could come like you pay off a debt and then you accumulate money as well. Even better. Or you completely pay off your debt. Other themes that could be coming is, like this also trine Saturn retrograde in your 4th. And because you're ruled by Saturn, you're going to feel this as well. So any themes that come up to do with, this is a money situation like Cancer. So what this could bring for you is any like drama or any, the past could definitely come back with this, but you may be feeling very ambitious or anxious to sort out your money, combine your money, or pay off anything that needs to be paid off, because in the past you may have not, like Leo is making you a bit more, is bringing truth to you basically. So I'm seeing with some Capricorns is like, if I'm being honest, I need to combine this, I need to pay this off, I need this because this is what happened in my past, or my family may have not had enough. So you could see yourself being a lot more ambitious when it comes to solidifying your finances under this time. Some of you could come into inheritance. Some of you could be talking much more with like lawyers, that type of thing. And it is a rebirth time. It is very much a rebirth time, Capricorn. See it like that. It can feel deep. It can feel quite dark. It can feel very much emotional. But there could definitely be like agreements that could be happening. And also the 8th house is also to do with money from the government as well. So that could be a theme that could be coming up. But money owed to you, you own money, all of these themes. But also on a deeper psychological level, and also because Saturn is trining your 4th, and also this conjuncts Jupiter, but it's trining Saturn retrograde. There's themes to do with like childhood that comes up. So this is great to be trying to heal yourself through finances too. You may find under this, if you are hoarding or being stubborn in any way, you know, it's really great to look at what happened in the past. The card that you got, someone else had this. I don't know why these keep coming up, but this card is that you're deserving. Yeah, you're deserving. So this card is about, you know, you are deserving of happiness. You are deserving of clearing old wounds. You are deserving of being free from any restraints when it comes to yourself financially. The 8th house is not easy, Capricorn. It does bring a stagnation. It brings an obsession with the past. It can bring an obsession with money, resources. But it also can bring transformation. So you are deserving of transforming yourself. You are deserving of transforming your finances. You are deserving of cleansing yourself. This is also a time to be doing any forms of, you know, working out, because the energy could be stagnated under this. So doing, you know, again, you may do like detox and cleanses, or, you know, nice baths, using essential oils, a bit like Taurus, that type of thing, because it's your mind can be playing on a lot as well. It's either money or it's my past, or, and it could just be like joined into one. But know that you are deserving, Capricorn. Hey my Aquarius, how are you? So Aquarius, are you ready? Because you and Leo are the stars of the show. So this is in your 7th house, this solar eclipse. It's also Jupiter conjuncts it. So what this can bring, obviously, is like, this is your relationship, legal partnerships, you know, creativity as well to a point. But it's definitely more to do with relationships. And, you know, you've got Pluto in your sign. You've got Pluto in your sign. This is going to be conjuncting Jupiter. So this could definitely be expanding your relationship. It could go to another level. There could be marriages. There could be divorces, unfortunately. There could be, you know, being with someone but living separately. You could be making your own rules under this. And also the fact that, you know, Uranus and that doesn't make a massive impact with this, but still Uranus is there. So, and also with Jupiter here, you know, this is, I feel this is giving a lot of you a bit more confidence to say what you think and what you feel. If you're happy, if you're sad, this is great for some of you to be, you know, being around, like, you know, if you want to like join your finances with your partner in a way. But this could see a lot of you signing contracts. This could see a lot of you seeing who's on your side as well. You know, this is a time where codependency could become an issue for some of you, or you're seeing where you're too dependent on your partner in a way, because you know you got the North Node in your sign as well. So yeah, I feel for you, Aquarians. And also you got Saturn, which is in your 3rd house. So you're going to be a bit more mouthy. There's things that you probably didn't say in the now you're going to say it. And it's about being mindful of how you say it, because it can not it can, it will come across as very cold, harsh, but truthful. If you've been biting your tongue a lot when it comes to your relationships, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not happy with this. This is what it is. This is what I would like. And sort of like that is that. So this could cause drama. It could cause arguments. Remember, this is the seventh house, open enemies, and all of that. But yeah, it's but I think if some of you do decide that you want to be alone, you don't want to be in a relationship, obviously seeking it within friends and groups, associations, or like I said, I think you and your partner will be rewriting your relationship, rewriting the rules. So even though we love each other, we may have kids, let's live apart, or let's break this house in half, that type of thing. It may be very unconventional to some people, but it may just work for you. You are changing, okay? Not only do you have Pluto in your sign, you've got the North Node there. And this eclipse is just going to be like opening up what you need, what you want and what you don't want. Yeah, and let's be honest, Aquarians, you lot desire independence above everything. But also being truthful as well. The card we got is share your art with the world. It is very much a creative card. I feel if you are, because Leo is a creative sign, and you are to a point as well, but you're more like technology based. If you are going to be doing anything creative with anyone under this, or if you are merging, if you've been doing anything behind the scenes, now's the time to show it. If you've been thinking anything that you're not happy with, now's the time to say it. Anything that is bothering you, Aquarius, now's the time to say it. At one point, the North Node will conjunct Pluto. Not now, but I think like late next year, 2020, 2028. And this is going to blow up a whole new trajectory in your life. Yeah, so better just get it out in the open now, Aquarius. Let's not pussyfoot around, okay? Let's just, just try and be yourself as much as possible. Yes, we all want peace in our life, but you only get peace if you're being truthful. This is what I'm feeling as well. So when it says show your art with the world, show yourself to the world as well. Show what you want and what you don't want, okay? Very, very busy time. You've got these eclipses happening in you and Leo sign for the next 2.5 years. Your relationship and even to do with that yourself is going to be played out. So this Leo solar eclipse is showing, you know what, just get it out now. So the next eclipses are going to just be hopefully plain sailing. Okay. And last but not least, we have Pisces. So Pisces, this solar eclipse is in your 6th house. Yeah, for you and Virgo, this is heavy houses. This is about, it conjuncts Jupiter, which you are co-ruled by. So you are, and Jupiter also rules your 10th house as well. So there could be themes that come up with your career. This is to do with your daily habits, routines, health, physical well-being, your, your job as well. So there definitely can be some opportunities that come. These opportunities come, Pisces, because I think a lot of you are so happy that the North Node is out of your sign. But it depends on like if you're with the true mean node or the North Node. But regardless, it's out of your sign. So, there's things that you learned then, but now it's like, okay, I'm going to start taking care of myself a bit more now. I see where my life is. Bearing in mind, Pisces, we had the North Node and Saturn in your sign last year. This year, actually. They both now come out. So there's themes that you probably did or didn't. If you did do it, like did the whole Saturn work, took care of yourself, do the whole Saturn work, this may be a breeze. If not, this may be a restart. So if you are looking to try and be as healthy as you can, this solar eclipse will help, especially because Jupiter's there. It can expand your awareness on what you need to do physically, mentally, emotionally, what you need to eat, what time. It depends on your age as well. So if you're like in your 20s, 30s, there could be lots of overlaps, hit and miss. You get back on it in your 40s, midlife. It may be a lot of trial and error because of hormones. You definitely could be reading up about hormones. You definitely could be eating for your hormones, some of you. Some of you could also be structuring like your diet and wellness, changing how you dress. There could be a new job that comes with it. If any of you guys are creative or wanting to like do some creative work, this new moon is going to be helping you. It could definitely bring a new career in as well. Someone can see you online, or someone can see you at work. Oh, I like what you did. You know, would you like to work for me or work with me? Ideally, because the North Node's in Aquarius and the Saturn Neptune's in your second, this is like, I'm seeing a lot of you want to do work for yourself. And it's not just for you, it's for a lot of people, it's for everyone. But this is going to be helping you. And also, like I said, Saturn, this trine Saturn in your second house. So you'll be like, you know, taking your health and wellness more seriously, looking at what you're eating, like your physical body. You're going to be establishing a different pace in your life. You and Virgo, along with Aquarius and Leo, health is very, very important here. It's very, very important. You know, it's just for everyone it is, but for you especially, you and Virgos and Aquarius and Leo, this is going to be playing up big time. So really, and it's not about you have to, it's about trying to do the best that you can. Like Leos, some of you may be working out, for instance, and going too hard, too fast. It's about doing the reverse. But some of you, it might actually work. So it really does depend. But it's about consistency. Again, if you are looking to change your job because money may be tight, especially Saturn, the trine Saturn, you may be looking at, okay, what can I do to earn a bit more? What can I do to, I'm thinking earn a bit less. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's like, what can I do to change like my financial situation? Is a job helping me? And also it's a lot of that, is it affecting my health, my mental health as well? So there's going to be lots of, I can see a lot of more Pisceans being out there. A lot more of you putting your work out there as well. This North Node in your 12th and your 6th is like, okay, show us what you got. You know, some of you could be doing work behind the stage, and now this solar eclipse happened. It's like, here it is. Here's what I've been working on. And this actually helps smooth my nervous system as well. So the card that you have is editor. Even though it's a you could be definitely editing some work, because this is like daily habits and routines in your job, your career. So you definitely, and also because Saturn's retrograde in your second. Wouldn't be surprised if a lot more Pisceans are out there writing. I don't know why. Maybe because Uranus is in your second, maybe it's in your 4th. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised you see a lot more artists, Pisces. So you could be editing your work, going back over your work. You could be, because it's retrograde Saturn, this is showing that, you know, money could be coming to you, because money could be restrained, but it could be coming to you because of your work in some shape or form. But yes, very much creative, but you could be editing some shape or form in your life. So it's something that didn't work, you're now revising it, and now you're going to be putting it back in, and you're thinking about, okay, what can benefit me? But yeah, very busy time, Pisces, very, very busy time, very structural busy time. And I'd love to hear what happens. So guys, that was a solar eclipse in Leo for all the signs. Like I said, go, if you can, go on my podcast when I did like a bit of a breakdown of what it entails for, in general. But this is for the signs. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know what happens during the solar eclipse, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.